like to invite Viktoria Eriksson to share with us, please.
Thank you very much. I'm here today wearing two hats. I'm the Community Development Leader for Dufftown District Community Association, and I'm also the Deputy Chair of the Moray Local Action Group. And I'm very humbled and a bit nervous being invited up to this table today, because I'm relatively new to the area, to Moray, and also this sector. And so I've been in my job for about a year now, and the welcome from communities and organisations has just been phenomenal. It's just been such a great experience this past year. And I was asked today to talk about how people in my community in Dufftown District are involved in community-led local development. And there's a lot going on. We're doing a lot, but I'll try to distill it down to three main points. So the first thing that the people in Dufftown District are doing in terms of community-led local development is identifying our priorities and embracing partnership working. So each community will have different priorities, and the only way we can get to them is by working together. So we have quarterly community forums in Dufftown where all the community groups come together, share information, what's been happening the last few months. Are there any sort of dots that we can join in Dufftown and work together? And that's been really, really good. And I think that is it just keeps growing because now we're connecting dots from Dufftown to Transition Town Forests. They asked me to come over and talk about our e-bikes. If I need some help, I phone up Michelle at Port Gordon Trust because I know that she's done something similar before. And we also work with community-led local development by designing an economy that works for everyone. So people in communities, we've known for a long time that the economic well-being isn't just GDP. So in Dufftown, we focus on developing a circular economy. We have a community food larder, and we also want the economy to remain local. So we have a farmers market and also sustainable. So we have e-bike hires and e-car hires so that so that we can access services and also having connection with nature. And this is all community-led. It's people on the ground that are acknowledging that this is really important for the people in that place, and we're making it happen. And the third way that we're engaging with community-led local development is by recognizing and improving our unique assets. So I guess the most common thing you think about when you hear the word assets is the built environment. So something, say a village hall or a heritage building might be in the threat of being shut down because it's not seen as profitable enough. But that building has much more of a value than just its loss and profit. It's a place where people meet, it's a place where people connect, and that's something that communities recognize. And we're doing everything we can to take ownership of that and make it ours. But assets can also be skills and relationships that are unique to that place, and it's something that we really don't want to lose because it takes a long time to build those skills and relationships up. So, and why are we doing all this, you might wonder? And I thought about this a lot. We could just get on with our lives, but I think why it's so important is because all of these things really represent connection. It's a word that previously has been mentioned today, but community-led local development for me is about making sure that we keep a sense of identity in our communities. It's about being proud of where you live and making connections really, and a sense of purpose as well. It's really the social fabric of society. And the Scottish Council for the voluntary sector came out yesterday and said, maybe we shouldn't call it the third sector, maybe we should call it the essential sector. And I think that's really, really telling. I was also asked to reflect a bit about what's working well. And as I said, I think the partnership working and relationship building is something that we in Moray have really embraced. The fact that we're all here today and the fact that I've managed to get to know so many over the past year really, really shows. And what still needs to happen is that we need the resources and the infrastructure to realize the potential and the unique skills that we have in our communities. And the expertise that we have in our communities. And I think moving towards a well-being economy really does that. It really shows that, why don't we account for all the unpaid care work that's going on in our society? Why don't we account for all the volunteering hours? That really is the fabric. And Moray Local Action Group, I think, is a great example of how we're locally moving towards that as well. The Moray Local Action Group this year distributed over £250,000 towards community projects and initiatives. And that is people locally saying, this is what matters to us, this is what we need. And the Moray Local Action Group really is about ensuring that that can happen. So I think that's all from me just now. Thank you very much. I hope that was...
That's great. Victoria.